ODM, in an exclusive interview with the Daily Nation, the interim party leader says it's DP or nothing. More demands on the president. This just goes to signal the kind of shifting political dynamics of the past 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks since the passing on of the former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga. So much has happened. Probably now a lot of focus will move to the by-elections in 23 or 24 days' time. But definitely something has shifted. And we can see that even what we call the United Opposition have now come out officially to now voice their direction following the death of Raila Odinga. Do you feel that now it's time that everything will take shape politically, especially with the by-elections coming up?
Well, the by-elections may be, to a limited extent, a precursor of the picture that is likely to be depicted, except the fact that I know the administration will use a lot of energy, a lot of arm twisting, a lot of money to make sure that they create certain results that may not be a reflection of the reality on the ground. Why do I say so? There are only a few by-elections, and unlike a general election where each and every other constituency has a candidate vying for a position. So the results may, to a certain extent, give us an indication of how things will go. Mm-hmm. The second issue is the fact that ODM itself is still readjusting to the realities of the fact that Raila is no more. It would have been easier for Raila to almost take ODM towards a certain direction, whether it's the direction of those in the current regime or another direction. But as I see it today, there are likely to be about three forces. But I'm happy Oburu Odinga seems to be extending an olive branch to the younger leaders within the ODM family. That can actually assist ODM to still remain together. Mm-hmm. And if I was to advise ODM, is not to go for a position of DP. You will be subordinating yourself because you need to galvanize the imagination of Kenyans that in the absence of Raila, the Raila vision, the Raila spirit still carries on. Present a presidential candidate, make sure even if he doesn't win, he can be part of the next coalition. Because if ODM presents its presidential candidate, it is highly likely that nobody will win in round one. Mm-hmm. And in round two, they can now negotiate for the position that they want, depending on the numbers they have garnered, and also depending on other partners across the landscape. But being subordinate to anybody, whether it is to the opposition or to the current regime, is actually subordinating their interests and their possibility of them getting to the presidency.
If we may focus on what the former deputy president has talked about, because immediately after the death of Raila Odinga, the political rhetoric went quiet. Yes. Of course, they needed to go back, sit down and redraw their plans. Now, listening to the kind of talk